each week.
Where have you been?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like nobody's immune to that either. Any sport, watch out.
And we've got him here each week during the NBA season. Oh, no, you didn't, was a staple of SportsCenter with Stephen A.
No, you just didn't, did you?
It's the head bob. That's what he does. He does it so well. And Stephen A., it's all yours.
Oh, I'm glad you gave it to me, Kevin and Sage, because this is for y'all. It's a special treat. Last time Sage wasn't here. You're here now. Are you ready, Sage? Oh,
yes,
no,
sir.
you didn't. No, you didn't. Let's go to number 5 on the list. Phillip Rivers for the Indianapolis Colts, not the Los Angeles Chargers or the San Diego Chargers. The Indianapolis Colts. You're 39 years old. Phillip Rivers, here you got a running back. He sits up there. He gets stripped. It's recovered. The Chicago Bears scampering down the sideline. Phillip Rivers, where are you? He falls down. 39 years of age, didn't even try to touch the brother. Oh, no, you didn't. Fall down on purpose, Phillip Rivers, so you didn't have to make a tackle. Oh, no, you didn't. That's Phillip Rivers, 39 years of age. We appreciate what you've done, but it might be time to go after that play. Let's go to number 4 on the list, please. Give it to me. Derek Carr for the Las Vegas Raiders. Look at him leaping up. Oh, no, you didn't try to act like you Saquon Barkley, Derek Carr. Oh, no, you didn't. Look at that man for the Las Vegas Raiders, tumbling over a defender for the Los Angeles Chargers. By the way, I don't like the fact that they've been losing games. Anthony Lynn, you could be in some trouble. And plays like this by Derek Carr, sitting there getting a first down on your crew by trying to act like he's Josh Jacobs or Saquon Barkley or somebody. That ain't the way to go. No, you didn't, Derek Carr. No, you didn't pull that up. Let's go to number 3 on the list, please. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The Giants and Redskins, 2 of the worst teams in football, 2 of the worst offenses in football. And Antonio Winfield fumbles. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 different dudes can't hold on to the football. Oh, no, y'all didn't. Embarrass yourselves by reminding everybody how awful y'all are. Can't even hold on to the damn ball. It's stuff like that that has us looking at you with these highlight reels. The not top 10 list. How about that? Let's go to number 2 on the list, please. Give it to me. CeeDee Lam for the Dallas Cowboys. Garrett Gilbert's throwing you the football. It don't matter. Look at that man tap dancing like the late Gregory Hines. Oh, no, you didn't, CeeDee Lam. Pull that catch off like that against my Pittsburgh Steelers, acting like you tap dancing. A Dallas Cowboy making highlights for the right reasons. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. No, you didn't, CeeDee Lam. Remind us of your days before you started losing at the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, no, you didn't. Let's go to my top list. Number 1 on this list. Right here. This is assistant coach Keith Burns of the Los Angeles Chargers. Look at this dude. They said wear a mask. The NFL has mandated to wear a mask. This brother puts on his shorts and uses it as a mask. I don't know if the man went to the laundry. I don't know how much it smells down there. Lord help him if the man decided to pass gas and then put it all over his face. Somebody's going to accuse him of having bad breath. Oh, no, you didn't, Keith Burns. No, you didn't embarrass yourself by doing something like that. That is not good.
Oh, no, you didn't. You went bad.
Why
No,
did you talk about someone passing gas? Why?
Because if he got on his shorts. His shorts was the mask, Sage.
Well, if he passed gas, it's not still in there. Like, it's
I'm just saying. You got pants, you got shorts and stuff. And you do stuff like that. And we don't know if he washed it or anything like that. And he covering his mouth and his nose. I mean, come on now. I can assure you somebody walked up to him after the game and said, bro, your breath might be kicking a little bit. I can assure you somebody said that to him. I can assure you. I'm just saying.
I have nothing.
We're going to commercial break. That's the only way.
Passing gas and it's okay.
Good luck.
College football countdown is next. Presented by Goodyear. That's coming up next.
Yes, it
Boutique
is.
is locked in. Yes,
Not
we have
for
lost
many.
off control. I swear.
Well said, Sydney. Thank you so much to the veterans out there. This weekend's game featuring number 1 Alabama and LSU has been postponed due to COVID-19 concerns. It is our breaking news here on SportsCenter. Also, the game featuring number 5 Texas A&M at Tennessee on Saturday has been postponed to December 12th. It's due to a combination of positive tests, contact tracing, and subsequent quarantining of individuals within the LSU and Texas A&M programs. It's been a very active week in the SEC for the wrong reasons. Just yesterday, Saturday's Auburn-Mississippi State game was postponed until December 12th. Arkansas head coach Sam Pittman has also tested positive for the coronavirus. He will not coach the team Saturday at number 6 Florida. College Game Day's Kirk Herbstreit joining us now with much more. When you look at this news coming out of the SEC today, very little flexibility as well in the Pac-12 and the Big Ten moving forward. At what point should the playoff committee start to think about maybe pushing the schedule start back a week here in December?
They probably have already considered that behind closed doors, I would think. I mean, this is a year where if there's ever a year to build contingency plan, it's this year. So I don't think that Bill Hancock has to come out and announce everything that the committee is talking about or considering. But with cancellations and games and teams we're not having a chance to see as often as we'd like, I know if I were on the committee, I would love more evidence before I have to be charged with putting teams up in a ranking. I mean, the more games, the better, right? I think that's for anybody. And the more data, the better. So I don't know if we're going to get to that point, but who knows what they're talking about, and it makes a lot of sense to me as well.
Yeah, the more flexibility, like you mentioned, because, again, there is none when you look at the schedule here for the Pac-12 as well as the Big Ten moving forward. So if you don't have enough games, it's hard to judge with the eye who gets in, who doesn't in the playoff conversation. Let's go on the field here after what Notre Dame did in their comeback on Saturday night by delivering that knockout punch in double overtime to beat undefeated Clemson. How do you view this Notre Dame squad compared to Brian Kelly's teams of the past?
I just feel that they look like they're sick and tired of being made fun of or being laughed at or not being considered a serious contender. And let's be honest, they have not been done well on a big stage. And so, therefore, a lot of us have talked about, you know, this Notre Dame team, not this one, but when you see that brand, you think, man, they've gotten to the national championship against Alabama, and it didn't work out well. And they got to the semifinal against Clemson, didn't work out well. But Brian Kelly's been building this, you know, year by year. He's been building this up to a point where they can play in these kind of games. I thought their Georgia game last year showed that they can play with these big teams. So last year they were close. This year at home they were able to close the door, and I think they earned a lot of respect. I move them all the way up to 2 at this point, sitting right there behind Alabama. I think they deserve it. We all are anxious to see how they finish now, because now they're going to have a bullseye on their chest, and instead of having that chip on their shoulder, now they got the bullseye. Now everybody wants to not only beat Notre Dame because they're Notre Dame, now they want to beat Notre Dame because they beat Clemson. So they're going to have to deal with being hunted instead of being the hunter. I can't wait to see how they handle that. Brian Kelly is a really good coach at talking about the psychology of a football team and the ebb and flow of a season. And the things change drastically when you beat Clemson, and they'll have to deal with that challenge starting this week when they go to Chestnut Hill against BC.
We're here to celebrate the state of Indiana this college football season. Notre Dame's undefeated. Purdue's undefeated. And when Indiana faces Michigan State Saturday, it'll be the first game as an AP top 10 team since 1969. And you know what? Let's bring in the Indiana alum on this show for a question. Sage, go ahead.
Thank you, Kevin. This is shocking. I get to talk to Kirk Street. I'm okay being obnoxious here. I'm a little obnoxious, but that's okay because this hasn't happened in, I don't know, 33, 35 years. All right, we're 7.5-point favorites at Michigan State Saturday, Kirk. And then the next Saturday, Indiana at Ohio State. That one scares me already. We'll talk about that next week. You've given head coach Tom Allen a lot of love this season. What do you think he's doing with this program that is finally working?
Well, I want to ask you a quick question before I answer that. The last time Indiana had back-to-back winning seasons, do you know that answer?
Back-to-back winning seasons.
1993.
So
1993 and 94.
Yep. Trent Green, the quarterback.
They had a really good running back.
No, just after.
Right after Trent Green.
It was John Pacey. John Pacey. It was the year after.
So I was still there.
Yes, it was
and
right
guess
after.
what? We paid attention to basketball then. And so now, 30 years later.
You're a football school.
Hey, you should be so proud of your alma mater, not only because of the fact they're winning, it's how they're winning.
Yeah.
They had the heroic win with Penix getting in the overtime against Penn State. And these last 2 weeks, man, they took the field against Michigan. In the past, they would hope to win, and they didn't feel like they were hoping to win. They just looked like a better team. I mean, they out-executed Michigan. This was not a fluke. Tom Allen has a confident football team. And I'm just a guy, as much as we talk about who's in, who's out, I love to celebrate teams like Indiana. I love to celebrate coaches like what we're seeing at IU with Tom Allen. I just think that we get so caught up in the national championship and the playoff that we miss so many stories like this one or what's going on with BYU. That's what makes college football so great. So congratulations so far. I know you don't want to look at 3 games. They're gonna beat Michigan State, and they're gonna go to Columbus undefeated. So I'm fired up for you and for our Indiana.
And real quick, Leo, as you know, that's Tom Allen's motto, and it's love each other. They went through a lot of tragedy in the offseason, and he has brought this program together. So, Leo, thank you guys. Carry on. Back as you were.